Even trying to go live either on Facebook, on Twitch, or YouTube, on all the social platforms, and everything has been like, wow. I'm telling you, this is the right place for you. Alright, so I feel that the reason why all these things are like this, like there is a problem in your streaming, your picture quality isn't good enough, or your sound quality is bad, or you are not seeing a good response talking about the bit rate of your video. The reason is because we're neglecting some steps you're supposed to take before starting our streaming, and sometimes we are not putting into consideration the key things of our streaming. Alright, let's go into the diagram of streaming before I start analyzing how each and every key things affect our streaming. Alright, as you can see, we have the audio or sound and the picture or video going into the streaming tool equipment, and everything going into the audience. So I'm going to talk about these key things one after the other. So the first thing here is the audio or sound. The audio or sound is a very great determinant to what your audience is going to hear. Sometimes you hear noise at the back end, I mean the audience side of your streaming. This is because the audio device you're using might not be good. It's a key reason why people will be interested in watching your video or not. It's a key reason why people will be interested in your live streaming or not. Imagine you are trying to talk and everything they are hearing is cracks or background noises, or they are hearing a goat bleating at the back or a dog barking. Is going to be annoying for them, and to watch it might be somehow irritating. So this is the reason why it's one of the key things to your streaming, a very key thing to your streaming. As you can see, we have the phone there, we have a sound system there, which is an engine, and we have a digital mixer there, we have microphones there, we have an headset with a microphone. This sound, we have to check out our background sound, the kind of microphone we're using, how we are reducing the noise of our microphone, how we are reducing the sounds that is going out. Hope it is not too much. Our sound has to be superb to have an exciting and amazing sound at our back end. So most time I would recommend for churches that should get their sound directly from their mixing device, from their mixing to either digital or analog. Should get their sound directly from there for their live streaming. So the next one is the picture and video. You can see a DSLR camera there, you can see a laptop there, you can see a phone there, you can see a 4K Sony camera and a camcorder. All these, they can serve as a camera source, a picture or video source for our live streaming, but each differs according to the resolution that each have. You can compare a camcorder with 5 megapixel resolution with a Sony camera of 48 megapixel resolution. There will be a difference in the quality. You will see. Let me go straight to the next one, which is the streaming tool and equipment. As you can see, we are having some broadcasting software there, like Wirecast, like vMix, like OBS. We are having our own HDMI video capture card. We are having an analog video mixer, and we are having there a 10-minute switch. So all these things, they are streaming tools. They also determine the end product of your live streaming. If you are using a phone and you're streaming with your phone, if your phone is not doing well, I mean if it's hanging or something, there might be a problem in your streaming, because there will be a reduction in the bit rate of your video. If your system is hanging, let's say you're using vMix and you're live streaming and your vMix suddenly shut down, but that's a broadcasting software, it just shut down. That means there will be a problem to your audience. They will not be able to enjoy the video because it's going to cut in the middle. So all these things, the resolution of your capture card, the kind of settings you are using on your broadcasting software in terms of sound and in terms of video quality, the kind of system, the capability of your system, the capability of your video mixing devices, they really matter. I can say is one of the most important thing in your streaming, because without this device, your streaming goes nowhere. So they are very essential and important. So let's go straight to the final one, which is the audience. As you can see, the audience are the platforms you're streaming to. It might be Zoom, it might be YouTube, it might be Facebook, it might be Twitch, or any other social media. So anything it can be. But it's also important. It's also important in your streaming, because let's look at Facebook now. Facebook is having a maximum of 720p to get your live streaming onto it, but YouTube you can go as much as 1080p. So these things matters. Sometimes when you watch some videos on your smart TV on Facebook and you watch it on YouTube, both of them are live streaming from the same church, or let me say from the same organization, but they will have different resolutions, because there is a maximum resolution the two platforms can take. So where you're streaming to also determines the kind of video quality and audio quality your receivers, your audience are going to get. Alright, let's now go to the key things that most of us will neglect while streaming. The first thing is lightning. Now, let's say where I am, I'm having a good lighting where I am. You'll be able to capture my face well, my background will not be showing very well and stuff like that. You're just using your bulb up there. You're not using a lighting for your camera. I'm telling you, you won't have a good picture quality like someone that set the best lighting for the program. And number two that we are not taking into consideration is your bandwidth. You are doing a Zoom program with 2 megabytes per second or 1 megabyte per second. I'm telling you, your picture quality will be wow. It is so important for you to know your bandwidth, your internet bandwidth, because this is what will bring the communication between your streaming device and your audience. If your internet bandwidth is too low, it's not going to go far. It's not going to be able to go far. If you're streaming to two platforms at the same time and you're running on a low bandwidth, you see everything will be flopping. I will give you two sites where you can check your internet bandwidth right now. So the first one is you can use speedtest.net. Speedtest.net, as you can see, that's how it's going to show, speedtest.net. And the second one you can use is fast.com. You can use speedtest.net or use fast.com. Fast.net, these sites are going to test your internet bandwidth, and they're having mobile apps, so you can download them to test your internet bandwidth for whatever you're doing. You need to check out the bit rate of the video you're sending to compare with the internet bandwidth you're receiving. If these things are not aligning with each other, that means that you cannot have an effective streaming. Let me give you an example of something now. This is one of my videos.
Hello guys.
As you can see, it is clear, it is nice, getting started with easy worship. You can go to my YouTube if you want to watch that. It's a very good video. As you can see, the quality is nice because I was using one of the best tools I had to stream, and I'm running on a very good bandwidth when I was streaming. After that, I have another live streaming. I had another live streaming after that, which was really somehow. Now look at this. Look at the picture quality. Look at the sound quality. They are not good enough because I was running on like, is it 2 megabytes per second or so? And I was streaming this video. It was even lesser than that. I did this as an example so that we can see this. Even lesser than that. So all these things I said, they really matter when you want to go into a very good streaming, I'm telling you. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel.